Hey babes, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing faux locks again. The first faux locks video I put out, you guys really loved it, so I want to do faux locks again. I'm going to start off by showing you guys the kind of hair that I'm planning on using, and I'm also going to count how many braids I have, because I don't honestly know. By my calculations, I have 71 braids, because I know somebody's gonna ask me, because last time somebody asked me and I didn't think to count my braids, so I did it. Y'all know, so don't ask me, okay? Because I just sat here and counted it, so please make sure y'all watch the video to know that. Okay, so I do have some leftover hair from when I first did my passion twist. I do have a video on that as well. I will put it in the iCards above if you guys want to check that out. I'm going to be using this because I do want to do extended faux locks, so I have some extra hair to kind of attempt to achieve that look, okay? Because this is all trial and error. This is not a tutorial. Oh, you're also going to be needing a crochet needle. This is like super helpful when doing these type of styles. The hair I got, let's see how many I have. Okay, so I have one pack in the Bohemian Braid in 20 inches. It is the TP4/30. I have 2 packs of the Bohemian Braid in 20 inches in TP4/27. And I have 2 packs of Water Wave Braid number 4. And I have 1 pack of the Water Wave Braid in TP1B30. Just so you guys know. So I'm just gonna start off with putting my hair up. So I'm just gonna start off by trying to like run my fingers through it, not let it be so uniformed. Get it kind of, you know, this would be easier, doing it like this. I'm gonna go in at the root of my hair, put it all the way through, and then I'm gonna take my Lulutress or FreeTress, whatever kind of hair this is. This is a struggle when you don't have a mirror and you're trying to do YouTube. I'm going to now, hopefully y'all can see this. Okay, so I have the hair on the crochet needle. I'm going to close the latch just like that and pull the hair through. Pull one side, got my crochet needle, I'm gonna pull one side of this hair through, just like that. So see, it's my hair in the middle. I'm gonna spread the hair a little bit and just begin to wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it probably around like 4 or 5 times. Ooh, that's tight. Y'all make sure y'all don't wrap too tight. I would say try to wrap loosely because it's gonna tighten the more you wrap. So now that I have my entire base covered, at least that's what it feels like, I can't see. I'm going to just start to wrap downwards. So now I've come to the end, and I feel like I should probably add more hair on this side because it's really thin. So I'm gonna take another strand of one of these. Take this side and attach it to the short side, the hair that's being wrapped, and taking this side and taking the hair that I'm using, the side that I'm doing the wrapping. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm just gonna kind of twist it a little bit into the hair so that they kind of intertwine, and I can just keep wrapping. So now I'm just gonna take this short piece and fold this back up and then start to wrap back up. Hopefully that makes sense. And then you just keep doing the same thing, but wrapping it back up. I'm at the end, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the end pieces into two, just like that. Boom. And I'm gonna twist one the opposite direction and twist the other the opposite direction. So that way I can tie these strands. And I tie a knot, just like that. And just keep doing the same thing. And tie another knot. Boom. Just for like the extra pieces, I'm just going to bring them together and just wrap them around. It's just my way of like securing it. I'll show you guys. That's how it's looking. So how the bottom is how I want the entire dress to be. So I'm going to go in and add some more hair, but it's pretty long. I kind of do want it to be longer, I think. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make this longer, just add more to it. And then I'm gonna do the same method. I'm gonna go in with the Water Wave in the color number 4. In the color number 4, I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna take probably like 2 or 3 pieces. To just wrap the hair around the needle. Make sure that all the hair is on of the needle, like every single strand is on the needle. And then once you close the latch, pull her through just like that. Take it out and just pull through one side. Okay, until it's just like that. I'm gonna bring the hair down maybe to like about here. Yeah. So I'm gonna have it like right here and just start to wrap again. Now this time I'm gonna wrap really, really loosely. I'm hoping to get kind of like that distress. I think they call it the butterfly faux locks. Oh. So this is the first lock, and it comes down to like my hips, which is where I wanted it to be. So yeah. So I'm just gonna continue to do this on the rest of my head, and I will come back and show you guys when I get closer to the top so you guys can really see, and also when I have better lighting. Okay. So I will see you guys in the next clip. This might be a little all over the place, so bear with me, okay? I had already had some leftover hair from when I did my passion twist, and I also used some additional hair. So the hair that I had left over, I'm gonna show you guys that first, because I kind of use this hair as like my base for most of my braids because it's a highlighted look. So most of my, not braids, I'm saying my faux locks. Most of my faux locks are dark, you know, they're not all like a light blondish brown, you know. So this is what I consider my base color. It's a 1B FreeTress Bohemian Braid, 20 inches, and it's in 1B. I had a lot of packs of these. I don't remember how many I used, but I used a lot. So this was one of the hairs I used for my base, and I also used the Lulutress, Jesus Christ, I also use the Lulutress in the style Water Wave 18 inches and also in the color 1B. It looks like this. If you guys have seen my passion twist video, you guys have seen these packs of hair before. For the top, I did want to have more of like a, I do want more of the color to show. So first I'm going to show you guys how long this is, and then I'll get into how I got to all this. Use my stomach. But so yeah. The hair comes to like about my waist, maybe even longer than that. Yeah, so it comes to like about like my hips. I have like this one thing that's just super ridiculously long. Let me show you guys in the back because I'm wearing a white shirt, so that might be easier to see in the back. It says, I'm assuming I'm gonna go with 30 inches, about. That's my guess. You can see like this one piece is just super, I mean it's super long. I don't know why, but I have a few pieces at the top. Look up closer so you guys can see. I'm going to take, this is the TP4 27. That I do know for a fact. So what I've been doing, I just honestly been pulling out maybe like 2 pieces, depending on how thick you want your lock to be. I would say it depends on how many pieces you want to have. How many pieces you want to pull out. So I'm gonna pull out just a random bunch, okay? So right now I have 2 pieces, and I do cut the one, I want some to be a little bit more chunkier in the front. So I'm gonna take, ooh, how many pieces do I have? I have 2 pieces. I'm gonna take a 3rd piece. And now I have 3 pieces. I could take 4 if I really wanna do it up, but we gonna just do 3. We're gonna chill out and do 3. So I've just been making them all even on all sides. I know one looks short than the other, but I think that's, for some reason they're just like striking like that. But I tuck it down just to see if they're all equally in length. So I have it like this. So I'm simply gonna just make it a little fuzzy. See how it's not so perfect looking anymore? That's what you want. And it just makes it easier when trying to wrap this hair around it, because when they're all like curled in and tight together like that, it makes it harder to cover the hair. You have to use a lot more hair to cover it, as opposed to it just being spread out. You can cover a lot more of the hair. You see that? Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm gonna take my needle again. Break that through. So now I have the hair in between, I have my hair in between the extension, and you want to make sure, you know, both sides, like there's no hair stuck in the middle. So I like to pull it just to make sure it's smooth, it smoothly runs through. That way I know there's not gonna be no tangles or anything like that. And so now I like to choose the frizzier side. It doesn't really matter, but you know, whichever your preference. You can just start with your left side or your right side if you just feel better doing it that way. But before I wrap, I do like to try to make sure they're even before wrapping. So I'm gonna take this side, I'm gonna take my left side and just take my braid and attach it to one side of the section, and just simply start to wrap it around my hair. And as I wrap, I'm going to separate the hair so that way I can cover most of my hair, because this is still a protective style and you want to make sure your hair is covered, because it'll kind of defeat the purpose. So I like to wrap around the base maybe around 3 or 4 times, and then I will go down the shaft of my hair. And you want to make sure you don't twist your wrapping, because when you start to twist, it's a lot different than you actually taking the piece and wrapping it around the hair. So just keep note of that, because I know you can be really like in the zone and then you'll start twisting, but you want to make sure you're actually wrapping the hair, because that gives you the lock effect instead of the twisted look effect. All my hair is like now no longer poking out. Like you guys can see, this is just the extension left. So my hair is all wrapped up in this, just so you guys, give you guys a look. None of my hair is out. My hair is all wrapped up in this lock. So now for the extension part, how I get them to be so long. So I'm going to take the same hair that I used to just wrap this section, and I'll probably just take 2 pieces this time. I'm going to do the same thing like I did in the beginning, and I'm going to just separate them. Okay, so now that I have my piece all frizzed out, I'm going to just put this in between these 2 pieces of hair that I'm holding with my index finger and my thumb. And I'm gonna just put it and kind of sit it in between those 2 pieces. So it's just like this. You guys get me? It's just like that. It's just sitting in between 2 pieces. And I'm going to just simply tie a knot, just like that. Just tie it again, like that. Boom. And so now I'm going to take these 2 pieces I just used to tie, put them together. Okay. And then I'm going to just take probably like 1 of these strands just to add to the other side. Just so that way we have something to keep going down. Y'all follow me? I hope y'all follow me. So now I'm going to just continue to wrap like normal. I'm going to just wrap around this little knot, this little bump I have here. So I'm gonna wrap a little further, I'm gonna start a little further up and then work my way down and eventually go over that lump. So you guys can see a little better, hold on. Okay, so now I feel like this piece is long enough, at least for me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this end piece and just bring it upwards, and attach this piece to the piece that is not, the piece that's being wrapped. I'm gonna take the end of it and just bring it up with it. And then I'm just going to continue to wrap the same way. So once I get pretty much to like the end of it, I'm just going to wrap this little piece back up. And to secure it, I'm literally just going to keep wrapping it until I'm just completely out. I'm going to just wrap around, even if it's like 1 strand left, I'm going to wrap it around. Wrap between my hands. And boom, that's that. So it may get a little loose depending on how big your braids are. My braids are pretty small at the top, so that's why it's so like loose like this. But it also adds to the distressed look that I was going for, so I kind of like it. So now we're not done yet. I'm going to, if I can find it. This is what I just did. Okay. So now you can just leave it like this, but I'm going to add another layer on top. This is the TP for 27, taking the same hair that I just used to wrap the hair, and I'm going to take 2 pieces. I'll take 2 pieces. Can't take 3. Like I said, you know, the amount of pieces you take, I feel like it depends on how thick you want them to be. So the more pieces you take, I think the thicker it's going to look. That's just me. I could be wrong. So I'm going to do this same thing, frizz it out, or, you know, crochet again at the top. Take the hair, hook it through, close it, pull it through, take it out, pull one side through. So now this part is the only part is different from how we actually wrap the lock. So I'm going to pull one side down, make one side longer than the other. This helps to not have to use so much hair. You get to use less hair and, you know, be able to reach the entire lock with one piece of hair. Because we're not making this part neat. I'm gonna just let y'all see. Let me stop talking. We're gonna just wrap this. So now you wanna just wrap this around, but loosely, very loosely. You guys can see how loose I'm wrapping it around my head, or around the lock, I should say. Like super loose. And I just rub it to my hands. Finish distress FAUX LOCS. Extended, baby. So yes, that's pretty much, not pretty much, that's what I did throughout my entire head. I switched methods when it came to securing the ends. So whichever one you feel most comfortable with, if you just feel like continue to wrap it till you get to the last strand, you can do that as well. Or if you feel more comfortable tying knots, you can do that as well. But I really do suggest to do rub between your hands, because it kind of just seals it in with the little amount of heat that your hands do produce. It helps to just, you know, because it is synthetic, so it helps to kind of just basically tangle it up. I love this look. It's giving me such like bohemian vibes. Like, I love locks. I love this look. It's just so, I did want to point out, if y'all do this style, I don't know, because they're extended, but y'all, these are heavy. Like, these locks are so heavy, but they're so beautiful. But no one told me, so I wanted to tell y'all. I did want to tell y'all, like, a little disclaimer, like, these are pretty heavy. These got some weight to them. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I felt it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.